Hello and welcome back to East 4, The Grind of the Sun. Now, we're going to head back through the Storm Veil, but we're not going back to the castle. That would be stupid. There may still be bad guys there. So I ground up a bit so we'd be ready for the next dungeon. And I think I've been a little remiss about, talking about the other versions of East 4. There's actually another version, a remake of Mask of the Sun for the PlayStation 2, called Mask of the Sun: A New Theory, which is liked by no one. You see, Taito did remakes of 3 of the East games, the ones that showed up on the Super Nintendo, East 3, Wanderers from East. Oh yeah, these gems are for empowering magic swords, but I'm not going to be using too much magic. I'll explain later. So, Taito did remakes of the 3 East games that appear on the SNES. East 3, Wanderers from East, East 4, The Mask of the Sun, and East 5, Lost Kingdom of Sand Kefin. While Wanderers and Kefin have their defenders, no one defends Mask of the Sun: A New Theory. Also, more equipment. There's going to be a lot of that in this video. There are good reasons not to defend Mask of the Sun: A New Theory. Because, first off, the gameplay was based on what could charitably be called a half-assed version of the Nepishtim engine created by Taito. And the second is that there's some rather unfortunate character assassination. You see, in Dawn of East and Mask of the Sun, Karna was the tough local militia leader. But in A New Theory, they decided to add a new dimension to her, which was the worst dimension possible, in which the tough exterior was only a facade for the fact that she was full of crying that she would let out every so often when only Adol was around. So that was something that is not particularly liked by fans of the series. More ice. I thought we had enough of that in East 2. So while Karna is a bit more playful in Salsetta, Sea of Trees, here's hoping she won't, break down all the time and pride. Now, the reason I decided to do some grinding was because of these enemies. They're fast, they hurt you, and you can't head-on bump them even at this level with the Tier 3 equipment. So really, nothing is going to be taken from Mask of the Sun: A New Theory for Salsetta, Sea of Trees, and thank God. Now, the reason I won't be using much magic is because magic is pretty weak in Mask of the Sun, unlike in East 1 and 2. It doesn't hit very hard, and it only ever does 1 damage against bosses. So you're always better off just sword attacking, even if it is a bit more dangerous. There is 1 useful magic in the game, but we won't be getting that for a little while. It was a pretty nice idea to tie spells to swords, but they're just extremely underpowered for what they're supposed to do. More gold, another key. Now, some people actually preferred this version of the track Crimson Wings, the music that's playing in this dungeon, because some people feel, and perhaps a bit rightly, that the Dawn of Ys Turbo CD version of the music sounds like elevator music, and I haven't gotten to that point in Dawn of Ys. I can agree with that assessment. I'm going to be soaking some damage here, but that's alright, because the boss of this area is much easier than Lemnos was. Okay, full tier 4 equipment. Even with this little health, it won't be a problem. And I forgot to safety save. Okay, the Ice Golem. There's only one time where you can hit it, and that's when it turns blue, but take a look at this. Yep, even after that one attack, he's almost done for. And down he goes. Blink and you'll miss it. That was probably the easiest boss of this game, however. Now what's this? Yeah, there are just ancient temples littered all over this universe, or whatever you want to call it. Setting, landmass. Ain't that the way? Don't push me off the, whatever that's called. Lakefront real estate has not died off. Yeah, we know how to use one of these. I do not know what happened there. So there are two blocked paths out of this area. We can break through one of them now, but the other one is going to require something heftier than a pickaxe. And Dogi isn't around to help us right now, so we're just gonna have to improvise. No, this way. Past the unicorn frogs. If by red you mean purple, sure. No, Adal dropped one of his hairs into the lake. Yeah, hurrying is right. Thankfully, the temple is not too far from where we were. Once I know not to hold the up button all the time. And I'm taking a bit of time to kill stuff around here because gold does not come all that easy in Mask of the Sun, and there's quite a lot you can actually buy. However, equipment comes so fast and furious that I won't even actually buy one of the tiers of equipment that are available. Oh yeah, we have the faster walking speed. Okay. For some reason, I don't especially mind the idea of gunpowder existing in the East setting. It's mainly used for things like bombs and cannons, so it's kind of like a early gunpowder era fantasy sort of deal. And we're onto the 5th tier equipment already. Beat a boss, get equipment. Enter town, get equipment. Trip over a rock, get new equipment. Yeah, none of the purely Falcom-developed games in this series have this many equipment tiers. I think there are 9 total in this game. Anyway, we're back in the forest, and keep an eye on those pillars. This location is going to be very important later. Not much to say about this, just more forest, cutting our way through bugs and swamp things. One of the problems I think with Mask of the Sun is that its dungeon design is not all that great. Some people curse the name of Darm Tower, but at least it was fairly memorable. Ah, this is the flower cellar. And once again, we have acquired a Salsetta flower. But we also have enough money to get something from the next tier of equipment. Haha, joke's on her, Adol doesn't eat. I also kind of forgot that I could have afforded another piece of the equipment. But I'll be picking all that up before the next video. In fact, it's pretty much mandatory considering what I'm going to have to go up against. I should not have taken that much damage. So anyway, it looks like the actual Forest of Salsetta will be playing a much bigger role in Memories of Salsetta, because one of the huge subquests of that game will apparently be to map out the depths of the forest. It'll have a completion meter and everything and all that. I'm kind of fine with that, because I'm willing to bet that the Romans don't actually know that much about the forest anyway. And since Adol will have forgotten who he was, and we don't even know that the Romans are bad guys at that point in the story, though it will probably be glaringly obvious, Adol lives to help people out. I am so glad that you regenerate quickly. In East 2 and in Dawn of East, regeneration takes a while. Here's your fetch quest, old man. Okay, I'm going to cut out the return trip. Glug, 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 glug. MacGuffin number 2 has been collected. That's what we've been trying to do. Okay, saving here and see you back at the village. Town thing. Oh, hey, Doc. Yeah, Flare cured him of demon. Yes, we've been trying to get to the sage all this time. Look, man, not all of it is true. Yep. 3 gems, you say? That doesn't help me at all. It could be in Garmin or Hispani or Felgana, wherever the hell that is. Dr. Flair knows. What I had set out to do, but... oh, there's something always wrong. I can't leave these people alone for 1 week! I've been away for 1 week, and this happens again! Yeah, I suppose so. Now remember, this medicine is for everybody, not just for girls you met when you crash landed. Well, anyway, next time on East, the Mask of the Sun, whole game backtracking. See you then.